Watch me as I attempt to make homemade cendol for the very first time. The last couple years have been full of so many unexpected twists and turns. Just as the wheel of fortune is always turning, there are no accidents. Everything that happens is meant to redirect us onto the path that we're truly meant to be on. And now, I invite you to join me as I leave the comforts of my hometown to embark on a new journey. Follow me on my next adventure. The service apartment I'm staying at has a little fridge, which is absolutely awesome. There's actually some ice. I guess it was left over by the last person who was staying here. Hopefully it's okay to use. So obviously we're gonna have to make some cendol. So I'm gonna take on a big task today. I tried cendol for the first time in one of the previous videos, and I thought it would be super fun to try to make our own. Cendol's super popular in Southeast Asia. It's little jellies made of pandan, and in Malaysia specifically, cendol refers to like the whole specific dessert, but in other places, other countries, sometimes cendol is just the little jellies. So today we're gonna try to make them, and if not, I actually have a backup of prepared cendol that I bought, but I'm really excited and wish me luck. Ingredients that we're going to be using today. This is actually pre-made cendol, and I just got this at the grocery store. So it looks like little wormy kind of jellies, and it's made with either mung bean flour or rice and tapioca flour, and it's got pandan flavor and sometimes some green coloring. So we're gonna try to actually make our own, even though I think these would be just fine. I did get them as a backup, just in case it doesn't work out, but I really wanna take on the task and try to see if we can make our own cendol. Wish me luck. Also, as this is not my apartment and it's like super limited, I've only got one pot, one pan, and limited utensils. I actually got this little gadget that I'm gonna need to make the little wormies when we squish them through. I'm really excited. Let's get baking. Baking, cooking, preparing, let the magic begin. First things first, we're gonna try to make the cendol jellies. We're gonna let those cool, and then we're gonna make the gula melaka, which is palm sugar syrup. And then I'm going to prep all the toppings, get them ready while everything else is cooling, and then I will make the coconut milk infused with pandan. So today is all about pandan flavors. This is pandan. The first time I ever saw it or heard it was actually in Bali. And I just was enamored by it, the taste, the flavor. And this is my first time actually buying my own pandan. And it makes me really happy for some reason. It's like, I'm obsessed. So this is fresh pandan, and it's got like a very nutty smell, nutty flavor. Normally when you're making cendol, you would actually make it with fresh pandan. So you would take these, chop them up, mix them with some water, put them in a blender, strain them to get that pandan juice. I don't have a blender, so we are gonna cheat today and actually use just this pandan extract and a little bit of green food coloring. Even though we do have the pandan, we'll infuse the other stuff we're using with fresh pandan to make sure that we get that pandan flavor that I love so much. And this is gula melaka, so it is palm sugar. It's a little bit hard, so it should be interesting to try to make a syrup out of this and put any toppings you want on. But in Malaysia, it seems that red beans and cream corn are very popular, which is interesting because in North America, these are more, I would say, savory dishes. They wouldn't really be something that you think of as a dessert, but they're fantastic, so highly recommend. But I think you can pretty much put whatever you like on it. You can be the creator of your cendol destiny, but this is what we're gonna go with, and let's get started. Also, I couldn't find one specific recipe that I wanted to follow, so I was just doing a bunch of research. So I'm going to take bits and pieces from certain recipes and inspiration from others, and take all the links that I looked at and took inspiration for, or certain recipes, and I'll just put them all into the description if you want to take a look and sort of find your own, and then I'll just guide you along what I'm doing and hopefully it works out. I'm gonna use this pot because I have a shortage of bowls and we need it to fit. So first things first, we're gonna add the rice flour. 1 cup. Ooh. That's maybe 1 cup. And then we add 2 tablespoons of this tapioca starch. Oops. Some of the water in now. The rest of the water will be boiling and we'll add it after. If you have a whisk, it's good to use. If not, you can just use a fork like I am. Now we're gonna add the flavoring, pandan, some green coloring. You could use the fresh pandan to make a juice. I don't have a blender, so we're just gonna go ahead and use the next best thing. There's also pandan paste if you can find it, but I wasn't able to find it, so we're gonna go with good old extract. Honestly, I recommend using an alternative if you can, but you gotta work with what you have. Green coloring. Whoa. That is green. We've actually just boiled the water rather than going and doing it on the stovetop because I don't have enough pots. So we'll just put the remainder of the water in here. And mix this up. And now we'll put it on the stovetop and cook it till it gets nice and thick and pray for the best. To cook it and thicken it up, but I actually forgot to add salt, so I'm just gonna add a little pinch of salt to bring out that sweetness. And oh, it's already starting to, it actually starts to thicken up really quickly, but we're gonna cook it like this until it gets into a paste. I think maybe I'm too high. It actually thickens up really, really quick. You're supposed to stir it on the heat until it gets kind of sticky and thick. I think I could have done mine a little bit longer because it was more of a pudding-like texture rather than something chewy. This definitely looks thick and sticky, like they said. I feel like I might burn it if I continue too much. So let's give this a shot. Put the jellies into a nice ice bath. Don't mind my tiny bowl. There's some different techniques, but I'm gonna try to use this way. We're just gonna push it through the holes. Like this until they drop in. Into the ice bath. They look like little worms. There we go, I think it's working. Oh, I think it's working. This looks pretty decent from my first try. Not too bad. We shall see, we shall see. Here's the store-bought one. So here we have the one that I made and the store-bought. The store-bought was definitely a lot chewier than mine, but there's a lot of extra ingredients in that one, so I decided to go with mine that I made because it's a little healthier. Next, we're gonna make the gula melaka. So this is palm sugar, and we're gonna make a syrup out of it, kind of like a simple syrup. And this is really hard. I'm a little worried it's gonna be dangerous to cut, but we will try. Oh, it's okay. It smells so good. I might just put the whole thing in the water and see if it can disintegrate. So I probably should have cut this up, but I just really didn't want to hurt myself. But sugar does dissolve, so hopefully it will do its magic. In the pot, we have the palm sugar, a bit of water, and pandan. We're just gonna actually boil this down till it's like thick, thick syrup. This has a little bit of a ways to go. It's starting to get a little bit more syrupy, but I want to get it a little more thicker. So it's really bubbling and boiling. And you really do not want to touch this because it will burn your skin off. Okay, it's definitely progressing. Nice, getting nice and thick. You can see how thick and sticky it is now. Okay, next we're gonna do the coconut milk. Whoa. And we're going to again infuse it with pandan, although we don't have to. And also, if you want it less fattening, you can water it down with some water. Just to put like a little touch of salt again. A lot of salt. If you know me, you also know that I'm obsessed with butterfly PT. So I'm gonna add a little bit and make this baby blue of these bad boys in here. It's definitely getting more blue. I'm gonna see how blue I can get it. It's pretty blue. Now we have all of our ingredients prepped and we're ready to assemble it, my favorite part. First, we're putting the gula melaka syrup right at the bottom. So again, it's a simple syrup made of palm sugar. I found it ended up a little bit too thick, so I actually did water it down with a little bit more water. A nice serving of beans. The corn. Ice chips, so I'm gonna take like the more broken ones. Add our coconut milk on there. And of course, our cendol. Garnish. Boom. There we go. So here's one. Very nice, very snazzy. And now for our blue version. The gula melaka. So kidney beans are kind of red. The yellow cream corn. And yes, there is a reason I'm talking about all the colors. You will see in a moment. Since we're in Malaysia, I decided to try it with blue. So it's red, yellow, and blue, just like Malaysia's flag. Oh, we forgot the ice. It's okay. And of course, our little cendols with decoration. There you go. Here we are. So we've got the red, yellow, and blue like Malaysia's flag. And then the regular one. And this one is Malaysia style. Blue, yellow, and kind of red, the red bean. So let's give these a shot. So this one is infused with butterfly pea. It's actually really good. The jellies that I made are more like pudding plops than they are little pudding things than jellies. So I'm not sure what I did there, but they actually do taste quite, oh no, quite good. The corn with all the other flavors is just so delicious. So I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical, but I actually kind of like these.
Wow!
Yummy. They taste delish. Are my Cendol creations. It's actually a lot better than I was expecting. Not gonna lie, except these cups. They look good, but they're kind of hard to eat from. I kind of do like the contrast with this one, but I like the fact that this one's kind of like the red, yellow, and blue, like the Malaysia flag. Not bad for my first time, and my only second time ever eating it. I'm impressed with myself. I'm shocked. This is a dessert, but I feel like all these ingredients are so wholesome. It's so yummy when you mix it all up together too. Yum, yum, yum. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your likes and shares so much. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to be part of the next adventure. And let me know in the comments what you'd like to see more of. You can follow me at The Original Cutie Pie.